if you want to bring in new energy, and you want to bring in new ways of being and new things or new people, or you want to bring in more creativity into your life, new opportunities, more money, um, if you want to be more authentic, if you want to have more creativity, more style, a different look, then you're going to have to declutter that part of your life and let some things go that represent your old ways of being and the old you. So, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. I am a life coach, and today we are going to be talking about decluttering, letting go of things just so we can create space for the new to come in. We're going to be talking about decluttering our home, our closets. We're going to be talking about upgrading our home. We'll also be hitting on creativity, how to get more creativity into your life, and we'll be touching on the body a little bit. So let's get into it. So lately I have been feeling inspired to declutter. Now I know we decluttered back in, what was it, the beginning of December, maybe the end of November. I did a big declutter of my home and my closet and all types of things. And what I find is when you go to declutter, um, and you come back a few months later, you always find that there is more to declutter. And not only am I talking about my home, but I'm also talking about other things in life, as far as beliefs, decluttering, things in your life that you know you need to let go of, habits, anything like that. But if you want to bring in new energy, and you want to bring in new ways of being and new things or new people, or you want to bring in more creativity into your life, new opportunities, more money, if you want to be more authentic, if you want to have more creativity, more style, a different look, then you're going to have to declutter that part of your life and let some things go that represent your old ways of being and the old you. So, how are you ever going to have anything new come into your life and actually fit into your life if you don't create space for it? If you don't have room for it, you have to create space for the new to come in. So, in order to do that, you have to declutter what you already have and let go of it. And so that's what we're talking about today. And the first thing I want to start talking about is your home. Now, I'm personally feeling inspired to declutter my home again because I'm seeing some things that I should have let go when I did the first declutter. And I'm pretty sure that you guys probably feel the same way. You sometimes we hold on to things because we think that they do kind of represent us, or that we think that we do need these things in our life, or this is who I am, or maybe we're just not ready to quite let go of it. And this could be anything, but I'm talking about the home. And so I'm looking around and I'm seeing there's more things that need to be let go of. Because, I mean, it's been 3 or 4 months since I did it, and I want to feel more grounded, and I want to feel more peace in my life. And I feel that when my house is in order and when everything's to a minimum, that I do feel grounded and I do feel peace, and I have less to do, and I have less um, just stress, I guess you could say. And I'm a big advocate for peace. I love to feel peace. That is like my main vibrational frequency. I pretty much sit around peace and contentment all day long. Sometimes I feel like in our home we can make do with things, okay? And we can just put up with a lot of things that we don't really realize we're putting up with. It could, since my husband's a plumber, I always think of a leaky faucet or a leaky toilet or a runny toilet, or that handle on the shower you got to jiggle if you want it to start, or anything like that. We make do with a lot of things in life, and we actually will put off things. And when we put off things, things start to deteriorate, and not only do they don't stay the same, they get worse. For example, we moved into my new house, this new house here, 2 years ago. And when we first bought the house, there were a few rotted wood pieces, but it wasn't so bad that you couldn't put up with it. So we went ahead and bought the house, and we didn't require them to replace it because we said we would do it eventually. Well, we kept putting that off, and every piece of wood that was rotted was touching another piece of wood, and that would rot that piece of wood, and then this new piece of wood over here started rotting and it was touching these pieces. And so finally I decided, you know what, the only way that I'm gonna, be motivated, and the only way that this new deck is gonna come into my life, or this new walkway is gonna come into my life, is if I rip it up, tear it out, and let it go. Okay? And then maybe I can see the vision, because I could not see a vision of what I wanted. I know I didn't want the same, because I felt like wood was a waste of money since it's uncovered. The same thing would happen in a few years. I'd have to invest more money. So I wanted something that was more long term. So I ripped it all up. We burnt the wood. There's still some pieces that I have to take to the dump because they're just too much to burn with my little bitty fire pit I have. But anyway, so I ended up tearing it up. And when I did tear it up, I was finally able to see the vision. Sometimes you cannot get a vision until you totally get it out of your life and let it go. And I wasn't scared to do that. I didn't care if it was torn up and it was just Georgia red clay underneath of it. I was just going to let it be what it was. Oh, my computer just said my disk is almost full. Let's hope that this doesn't cut off. Okay. But anyway, so I got a vision. And then it came time to go buy the rock. And when I went to go buy the rock, I had a vision that I was going to buy some stuff that matched my house. When we got to Home Depot, couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do. I was kind of trying to please my husband and myself at the same time, but eventually I let go of his opinion and I went with mine. And I chose some lava rock and some gray slate. And we got it all down and it looks great and it's going to stand the test of time. And I'm super excited about that. And I would encourage you to do the same, because I don't feel like that would have come into my life as quickly had I kept procrastinating and trying to wait and decide. Just rip it up, get it out. You'll get a vision will come up, and then act on that vision as soon as it comes. And this can go for anything in your life, but I'm just talking about the house right now. But yeah, don't make do with anything that's broken in your house. Raise your standards and just tear it up, let it go. All right, so let's move on to creativity. Another thing I was trying to do this year in the beginning of the year was to bring more creativity into my life. But the problem was I was already busy running my husband's company, running this business, taking care of the house, taking the kids everywhere. So I have a lot on my plate. And so I was trying to figure out how I was going to bring more creativity into my life, because if you're really busy and you're always doing something, there's no room for creativity to come in. And so I knew I had to free up some time, and I knew I had to free up some bandwidth in here, because if your brain's full of stuff, task, stressful stuff, anything, if it's full and if it's cluttered, then you're not going to have room for anything new to come in. No ideas, no inspiration's going to come in. It's just going to be a jumbled mess. And so the way I did this is I looked at some things that I could declutter that didn't really matter and didn't have a lot of importance in life. And one of those things was social media. So I stepped away from social media for an entire month because I wanted to create something new, and I wanted to create space for new ideas to come in. And not only that, I found that when I decluttered that portion, when I took a whole month off of social media, it also freed up some bandwidth in my brain. I felt calmer. I felt more expansive in there. I felt like there was room. I felt like I wasn't a turtle, trying to jog through peanut butter to get things done. My brain was working faster. Sorry guys, I had to stop the video and clear up or declutter some space on my laptop because it cut me off because I ran out of disk space and I had to clean it up a little bit. It's so funny that this happened in the middle of this when I was talking about cleaning up and clearing space in your brain and your hard drive. Sometimes you gotta let off some files in your hard drive and close out some tabs. And so that's what I did. What was I talking about? So yeah, in that time that I took a month off social media, I decided that I wasn't going to get back on until, number one, new ideas came in. Number two, I created the Align Your Life program, and I wasn't going to even touch it. I wasn't going to touch the apps until those things were completed. And by the end of the month, not only had I created the Align Your Life program, but I also created a new website. I put all this new stuff together. It was crazy. And even I created the workbook. I did all kinds of stuff in that time because I freed up the time and I freed up the mental space, and I was able to do it. And so, if you want to bring in more ideas and more creativity into your life, I suggest that you go in and you start decluttering where you need to declutter and let go of things that aren't of much value in your life so that you can bring in things of more value and things that are going to bring value to you. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the body. Okay, so I had some goals around my body. I'd already been successful at losing a bunch of weight and building muscle and feeling good in my body, feeling vibrant and healthy and happy. And at the beginning of the year, I decided to level up. So I leveled up and I bought all of these weights. I bought a bench, I bought a squat rack, I bought all kinds of stuff, okay? Because I'm taking my fitness to the next level because I want to gain more muscle. And so I started out this year and I started doing the workouts, and I started, working out like I do every day. I had my food in line. I'd been meal prepping. I've been eating pretty well. I did fall off a little bit in December and November with all the family get-togethers, but I got myself back on track. And so, but I didn't see a lot of change in my body. A little bit of change, but I didn't see that. But not only that, I had just started getting to where I did not want to work out every day. And it was crazy to me because those are one of the things that I could not wait to do every day. I made sure I did it every day because I have goals that I want to have a sculpted body. And I just did not have the motivation to do it. And so I had to go in and sit down and figure out what the heck is going on. Why do I not want to do this? I know in my heart that I want to do this for myself. I want to get healthy. I want to be the best that I can be. I want to be as fit as possible. But as I went in, I figured out what was wrong. I had some beliefs that I couldn't do what needed to be done in order to get to the next level. I didn't believe I was strong enough. I didn't think that I could handle all the pain that goes along with this, y'all. I have had to up my game a lot. But I'm learning and I'm understanding now that it's going to take a little more than what I was giving. Everything that I've been doing up to this point can only get me to where I am right now. And if I want to go to the next level, I have to do things that align with that next level. And so that's what I'm currently learning to do right now. And so if I want to be different, I got to be different. If I want to look different, I have to do different things. I have to change my thoughts. I have to change my beliefs. And I have to change my actions. But they can't just be any actions. They have to be the actions that align with that goal. So, for instance, we own a plumbing company, okay? And let's say I want to make more money, okay? And we have one plumbing truck with 2 plumbers, and we can only be in one place at a time. And we can only do so much work in a day with one truck, right? Now, I can have the belief that we are going to make more money. I just know it. We're going to make more money next year. We're going to do this. And I can believe that all day long. But if I don't take the aligned actions that goes with that belief, I'm going to be unaligned, and that vision is never going to come to fruition, no matter how much I believe it, okay? And so, basically, there's only 2 ways that I can think of right now, 2 aligned actions that you can take in order to make more money in the business that we have right now. Number 1 is you start charging more for your services. And then number 2 would be that you purchase another truck and you have that truck running. And so if you have 2 trucks running, you can have 2 people at different places at the same time, and you can make twice as much money, okay? So as long as you have the workload that comes in that can support 2 trucks, which we do. But so those are aligned actions. So I can sit here and keep doing the same thing we're doing, like running the same truck, running one truck, thinking we can do more than 5 jobs a day. Oh, we're just going to do, oh, yeah, another thing people think is I'll just work harder, I'll just work longer, I'll just do more. No, you're going to top out at that. You're going to hit a glass ceiling. You can't go past that unless you do aligned actions. And so those are the aligned actions that I would think I would need to take in order to bring more money into our life. So no amount of belief or hope is going to get me there. It'll only be the aligned actions and the aligned beliefs and the aligned states of being that are going to get me there. So that's what I do. I help people align all the parts of their life, all the intricate parts. I help them identify where they're having some limiting beliefs. I help identify their self sabotaging actions. I show them what they need to let go of. I help them declutter and embody their character qualities and just help them align with their highest selves. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are inspired to declutter parts of your life and to let go of things. Don't be scared to let go of things that you've had in your life for a very long time. Habits, anything like that. Just let them go so that you can create space for the new to come in. And I bet you in a few months' time, even 1 month, next month, if you do the things that I taught you how to do in this video, then you're going to have that new thing come into your life. You're going to accomplish the things you want to accomplish 100%. I have no doubts. If you do find that you're working and what you're working on just isn't working out, you're probably not aligned in some areas, I could help you with that. Just let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.